Welcome to Deuteronomy chapter 18. This chapter provides a brilliant operational framework for funding your core team, rejecting toxic industry shortcuts, and identifying false visionaries. It is a masterclass on protecting the integrity of your culture. Moses reiterates that the Levitical priests will receive no allotment of land. God himself is their possession. Core cultural guardians and internal auditors must be structurally insulated from internal turf wars. By giving them no local land to fight over, you ensure their loyalty remains tied directly to the overarching mission. The people are commanded to give the priests the very first share of their grain, wine, and wool. You must systematically fund the people who maintain your foundational infrastructure. Giving them the first fruits ensures the system's core remains strong, rather than starving them with whatever leftover budget remains at the end of the year. If a Levite living in a distant rural town moves to the central hub, he is guaranteed the exact same right to minister and the same share of offerings. A healthy organization creates a frictionless, highly equitable pathway for talented regional workers to transition to headquarters, ensuring they immediately receive equal standing. When they enter the new land, Moses strictly warns them not to imitate the detestable customs of the nations they are displacing. When entering a new, highly competitive market, the greatest danger is abandoning your core values to mimic the toxic, ruthless practices of the incumbent competitors just to fit in. Israel is strictly forbidden from practicing fortune-telling, sorcery, or interpreting omens. These are the exact reasons the previous nations were destroyed. Toxic cultures constantly seek supernatural shortcuts or shady, manipulative metrics to predict the future. Exceptional teams reject these frantic shortcuts, relying instead on disciplined execution in the present. While the displaced nations consult sorcerers, Israel is commanded to be absolutely blameless before the Lord. True competitive advantage isn't found in adopting an industry's shady, manipulative tactics. Long-term market dominance is built entirely on maintaining absolute operational integrity when everyone else is cutting corners. God promises to raise up an authorized prophet like Moses from among their own people, putting his exact words into the prophet's mouth. A sustainable system doesn't rely on chaotic omens or loud, competing voices. It establishes a clear, authorized chain of command and succession to ensure the founder's vision is communicated clearly. But how do you know if a prophet is real? If they speak a grand prediction and it does not come true, they have spoken falsely and should not be feared. How do you identify a toxic visionary? If their projected metrics and grand predictions consistently fail to materialize in reality, strip them of their authority and stop listening. Deuteronomy 18 proves that integrity and reality are the ultimate tests of leadership. This leaves us with two important questions to chew on today. First, are you seeking shortcuts to predict the future instead of doing the disciplined work of the present? And second, do you immediately strip authority from false prophets in your organization whose grand projections consistently fail? Take a moment, breathe, and let them sink in.